Midweek Cal Lutheran Kingsmen basketball here at the Gilbert Arena. The Kingsmen play host to the Leopards of Laverne for the 2022-2023 SCIAC opener. As we welcome you inside Gilbert Arena along with Jackson White, Logan Sofranco, great to have you with us. And Jackson, the way that the Kingsmen entered today is not necessarily the most promising way. They had a 1-3 trip up to Washington in which they got one victory by just a couple of points, but you know a thing or two about being a SCIAC athlete. It's super important to get that first game going in the right direction.
It's game number 4 of the 2023 BSN Sports Showcase presented by Pacifica Christian. Pacifica Christian, the home team in game number 4 as they play host to Orange Lutheran, the Lancers from the Trinity League.
In a tie game, 72-72. Reamer finds Lewis. Lewis cutting in. Lewis falling away. Gets it for the lead. Burridge driving in. Griffiths throws it down. Angle. The leading scorer in the SCIAC. Angle to the basket. Can't get it. Too strong. Rebound. Cruz. And he's going to the line.
The entire gymnasium chanting the shot clock countdown as Strauss puts it up. Not going to go. Logan Stewart on the rebound and the putback. And another steal. What do we got in store? Johnson throws it down. Windmill style.
That was a great shake there by Minaya. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Strauss to Spillman. Back to Strauss. Strauss for the lead. Yes!
Well, something that may actually shock you, Jackson, is the fact that Occidental coming into today is actually out-rebounding Cal Lutheran as a team. Oxy with about 36 rebounds per game, Cal Lutheran with 34. Not a big margin, but with Cal Lutheran kind of dominating on the offensive rebounding category this game, it's a little interesting.
Right, it offers kind of an interesting juxtaposition here where you have two tough-nosed teams are meeting in a rebounding battle where that could end up deciding the game down the road, who has more rebounds and who capitalizes 100%. On those rebounds.
Blocking foul on Aiden Williams. So it's going to stay with Cal Lutheran. Oxy, with their total rebounds, they have 5 to Cal Lutheran's 10 in the first couple minutes of this game. 2 media timeouts down. Oxy on a 2-game win streak. They did not play on New Year's Eve. They played the day before. Cal Lutheran, they were active on New Year's Eve against Pomona Pitzer. You saw the big man for Pomona Pitzer. That is a very good basketball player for the Sage Hens.
Right, John King.
Yes.
I believe you're talking about, and he had a great game, and he was a little too much for the Kingsmen. The Kingsmen did a great job on the All-American Brendan Mora, holding him to only 7 points.
He's
that
insane,
is by
though.
Desi Burridge was guarding him, the defensive player of the week in the SCIAC. And we talked about it a little in our pregame show. I mean, the Kingsmen were leading that whole first half. I don't think the Sage Hens had a lead in that game until 15 minutes to go in the second half. So when game 2 rolls around, when they're at Pomona Pitzer, I think there may be a different outcome now that they've seen it and they know, hey, we shut down their guys, but, you know, obviously it's a little too late in that game.
Yeah. They will have another matchup against Pomona a little bit later in the season out in the Inland Empire. 8 seconds on the shot clock after the Williams foul for Oxy. Davis spinning in with the left, can't get it, trying to get his own miss. And it stays with Cal Lu. Boy, they're getting a lot of looks here down on their own end of the floor.
Right, they're bringing the shot clock down, trying to get the best look they can possibly get, and fighting for those offensive rebounds, and now they have 11 rebounds.
And get it into Burridge. Shot clock resets again. And another foul on Oxy. This time it's going to go to Andrew Waldman. A lot of number changes. We were talking pregame. Andrew Waldman, one of them wearing 31, usually wears number 5. Duncan Ellis, number 14. He's wearing 41 tonight. Noah Delorme usually wears number 1, wearing 44 tonight. And the big one, Aiden Williams, as he was in on that defensive stance right there, usually wears number 0, wearing number 10 tonight.
Yeah, my spotting board here looks like a grocery list of the amount of numbers we've crossed off tonight.
Ship to the basket off of the near side of the backboard. Lewis finds Susko. Susko tried to fake out Hammermesh, but instead he tried to get the layup, and Ship entering the front court gingerly. Dosa and Williams for Oxy, each with 4. Ship and Bernard Cassidy each with 2 as they try to get Hammermesh on the baseline. Hammermesh falling away. Can't get it. Ball up for grabs, and Susko is able to corral it after some near confusion with Desi Burge as Lewis gets the friendly roll, and it's back to a 2-point game.
It's almost like a track meet out here tonight. Both teams just trying to run each other off the floor.
Well, they say about soccer, they say the average soccer player runs 7 miles every match.
Right. It will be close. It will be close to that tonight for these guys.
And Davis is able to get the rebound. Cal Lutheran still looking for their first 3-point basket. Lewis, jumper. Yes. All tied up.
Lewis got a little hit on the wrist there. He wanted that foul, but finally got his jumper to drop.
That jumper that Lewis has is so deadly. He really put that on display in the Kingsman Classic last week. Devin Lewis entering today 11 points per game. They get it down low, and that's going to be a foul on Cal Lutheran. They tried to get Hammermesh in the paint, and it's going to be on Devin Lewis, the Kingsman player we were just highlighting.
Great rotation by the Kingsmen there. Obviously, Devin Lewis got into a little bit of a scuffle in the air there. And
so Hammermesh, he was a pretty solid player in high school. He enters today with just about 4 points per game as he hits the first free throw. He's a 57% free throw shooter, but in high school, he's a Bay State League All-Star varsity captain. He was a state conference champion, and he is also the co-founder and co-president of the Jewish Student Union.
Wow.
Has that to his name.
Good for the resume.
2 for 2 at the line that time, and it looked pretty nice considering we read off that he was a 57% free throw shooter.
Is that called the announcer's jinx?
You know, I think there was one. What was it? It was against Laverne. I said it was Kyler Harvey, as he was 91%, as Martin can't get the 3. Cal Lutheran struggling from that field. But back to that point, Kyler Harvey, he was 90% from the free throw line, and I said it as he shot it, and he missed it. So just sometimes it happens as Lewis all alone for the 2. Ties the game.
Lewis getting the passing lane there, obviously. Gets a deflection, gets a steal, takes it to the other end.
Devin Lewis now taking over in the leading scorers category with 8.
No surprise there.
Delorme able to get Hollerick. Here's a 3. Boy, both teams just not finding it from 3. Oxy still looking for their first make. As Lewis finally gets one to fall for the Kingsmen. He's got 11 now.
I said against Concordia, and I'm going to say it again. Devin Lewis is good at basketball.
Dosa finds the cutting man, and he gets it. Nice bucket there by Andrew Waldman. And there's a rebound for the Tigers. It's Ryan Huckle as Anthony Hollerick in transition gives the Tigers their lead again.
Beautiful full court pass by Kyle Dosa right there, getting it to his teammate for the easy layup.
So now Zev Reamer, who loves that plant foot, finds Martin. And he can't get the 3, and that's going to stay with the Tigers. Good play there by Noah Delorme to keep that play alive. We're officially in the 3rd media timeout window. Dosa trying to work off a screen, drives to the basket. Dosa can't get it, a little short. As Lewis is able to find Martin Burridge. Charging hard, Burridge finds Martin. Martin, step back 3, good! Nice shot there by Martin And it was the Kingsman Classic where the Kingsmen did not put up a three-point basket until the 12-minute mark. It was Martin that got the first three-point basket. Tonight it was Lewis.
Martin has been coming up big lately for the Kingsmen. Had a career high of 16 against Concordia in the Kingsman Classic a few weeks ago.
The extra pass works. Anthony Hollerick. They were able to get that extra pass off, but a little delay to it, but nevertheless, Oxy got the look they wanted. Burridge. Ball's up for grabs. Martin trying to get by Hollerick, and Hollerick hit the deck hard. Oxy's bench wanted an offensive foul. Lewis getting crafty with it. Falling away. Oh, what a shot by Devin Lewis.
Devin Lewis again just says, I'll do it myself.
He's got 13 already. He's a 42% shooter from the field, 26% from beyond the arc, and that's just going up. It's been going up all season as the defensive player of the week tried to get another strip for the Kingsmen. It's a jump ball. It's going to go to Cal Lutheran via the possession. So with 6:03 to go here in the first half, Cal Lutheran on top by 1. Media timeout number 3. We'll be right back.